Well, moving on to topic 3, Steve. What is your topic?
Steve. Who is the Steve guy? Steve. No, I mean, so do you know like anything about UFC? Do you
The
know?
last I knew about UFC was an Xbox 360 game where Brock was on the cover, probably
Oh boy.
06, 08, I don't know. It's been a while.
Oh man. I'll I'm trying to think. Let me pull up the
Yeah.
card real quick here. Oh, let me see. So like Nagano, Stipe, Miocic. Do you know any of those
None of those
guys?
names are ringing a bell now.
Uh, okay, here. So the answer to everything is going to be John
Got it.
Jones. You
Okay.
ready? Who's gonna who's gonna show up or who's going to face the winner?
Logan Paul.
Wrong answer.
Whoever got
Wrong.
punched out.
No.
Who was the guy who got punched out by the boxer?
No.
I would,
Anything
I
but
would
him.
pay so much money to see Logan Paul get
I don't
punched
know if it
out
was Logan Paul or his brother or somebody fought a boxer for one of those stupid things and
by any.
got
I don't
knocked
care
out.
who punches him out. Somebody.
Wasn't there like a Jake Paul?
Hey, Jake Paul. Yeah, it was Jake Paul.
That was it. Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
of them.
Dumbass.
Yeah, I know. Who are they? I actually
Dumbass
don't even really know who these
YouTubers.
guys are. YouTube? Okay.
Yeah, it's this
Okay.
thing that's called
That's it?
YouTube
Yeah.
that Google owns. They have millions of
Oh
millions of views.
man. Wow, yeah. I don't know. Those two, they're interesting. I don't know that much about them, obviously, but I'm not excited for them either
Mhm.
way. I'm not looking for either of these guys. Like, I think, which one? Logan Paul's facing Ben Askren
Mhm.
coming up. I think there's a fight coming up that's, I mean, should be a
Right.
disaster. I don't know. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. I don't think we can go the UFC
Okay.
route then.
Well, Papa Griff chimes in for who will show up. He says Ronda, Jessamine, or Shayna.
That's awesome.
I mean, if you want to talk about
Oh,
UFC, we can talk about UFC. Totally up to you. If you want to geek out about the
Yeah.
card tonight.
I know. I can't believe that's tonight. Can't believe it. I've been waiting for months for this, and I'm not buying it, but I'm just gonna like keep an eye on the
Gotcha.
results. It's like 69 bucks now, I think, for the
Wow.
fight, and it's like another $5 a month for the ESPN
Mm.
Plus, something like that. It's a bit. It's a bit of an investment every time. Because they do one a month.
Oh,
you know?
okay. I was gonna
Usually,
ask,
like,
what's
one or
the
two a
like
month.
turnaround? Not turnaround. How frequency? Like, what's the frequency of UFC events? Because I know fights are like
They'll do
far in between. It seems.
Yeah, the big ones. Yeah, the big ones. They'll do fight nights.
Oh, okay.
And usually those are free, like on ESPN Plus or whatever. Those are free.
Okay.
But then you have the other one, the like the UFC, the big pay-per-views. So like tonight's 260. And that one's, it's got Nagano and Stipe, and I just saw Sean O'Malley, who I think he's a training partner to Conor McGregor. I think he's fighting. He's fighting Tyson or Tyrone Woodley.
Okay.
Is fighting, but he's kind of on the tail end of his career, I think. So we'll kind of see where that goes. That's the co-main event.
Okay.
Well, I'll run through the main card at the top. So the prelims go up to what, 9:59? Oh, so right about now. Prelims are just wrapping up. So the main card tonight is Jamie Malarkey and Karma Worthy. And to be fair, I don't know either of those guys either. Jillian Robertson and Miranda Maverick, Sean O'Malley and Thomas Almeida, Tyrone Woodley and Vincent Luque, and Stipe and Francis Ngannou. That's the one I really am interested in. Have you ever seen that? You ever see that meme that's been going around, probably about a year or two ago? The one where Francis Ngannou like does that uppercut and the guy goes like falling back. Did you ever
I
see
might
that?
have, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
him. That's Francis Ngannou, the one who did the punching. Yeah, I think he's got the record for the hardest punch in the Guinness Book of Records. I'm pretty sure he's up there. He's up. To say he's a hard hitter would be an understatement. But tonight might be his night. They had a fight in the past, and I think it went to a decision, and Stipe won because I think he just tired Ngannou out. But I see this fight possibly going to the second round. Third round maybe, because it's a 5 rounds. I think I think Stipe takes it
Okay.
again. Yeah, I think unless if Nagano got his cardio, that he really worked on it. I think it's another Stipe
Okay.
night. We'll
Right.
see. Yeah, we'll see. Let me think of another topic.
Okay.
Let me try. I don't know. You got anything?
Okay. I do have something. We're
Yeah,
sticking
go
with
for it.
wrestling
Okay.
chat, so I hope you're interested in Locked and Loaded. So recently the NWA came back. Back for the
Ooh,
attack. I did
attaboy.
not see results. All I know is our girl Thunder Rosa lost to Camille, R.I.P. But makes sense. So what did you think of the back for the attack pay-per-view event on Sunday?
Good. It was good.
Okay.
It was good. Not great. Not bad. I'd give like a thumbs up, but just
Okay.
up. I wouldn't like. I'm not excited about what I saw, but it was only $20 too, so I didn't
Oh, okay.
I wasn't upset. Yeah. I thought Camille and Thunder was good. I think it kind of shows me that Thunder might be on her way out. I think her contract is expired in
Oh, really?
September.
Okay.
I think. So I think they might be in the process now of kind of building up other people.
Interesting.
Like Camille getting her ready to, go against Serena
Okay.
Deeb. I just kind of got that feeling because she came off hot. I mean, she, after Wednesday with that unsanctioned match, she was on fire, and it was like to come in and then just lose. It was like,
Okay. I could definitely see how that you would like that could come off. My thought for that, like obviously I didn't see the match. I don't know how it went against Camille. My thinking is like it's a continuation of storyline in a way to kind of all connect everything together. Like Thunder's in this fucking hellacious match with Baker. We got tables, we got ladders, we got tacks, like blood everywhere. Like, I don't know. I'm not a wrestler, obviously, but I'd be pretty fucking tired even after a few days and worn out. So I was kind of thinking maybe still wear and tear from that fight. Like that could play that element into it. And based on what I heard from commentary saying, it seems like they kept bringing that up, like that she was in this big fight. So maybe just that's the continuation of that story, because Camille hasn't done anything, neither as many people, because of the pandemic. So maybe it's that.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm all for pushing Camille. I'm a huge fan of Camille. I like her. But she's just a nice person. But I think Thunder Rosa is just too hot right now. And I think to build that brand awareness and get the NWA back in the
where it should be,
the awareness in the realm of wrestling, and to build their name, I think you push Thunder Rosa right now as long as you
Makes
can,
sense.
Assuming she's sticking around. If she's not sticking around, I get it, but
makes sense.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was an interesting move. Interesting. Speaking of cats.
All right, so we had the ladies go. Do you remember the rest of the card or night, how it went?
I could pull it up real quick. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because I knew of that one, and I knew of the obviously the main title, but I'm not sure what else was going on. Presentation wise, what are they going with? Is it similar to a Impact where it's like no crowd and just the arena?
They had a little
crowd.
crowd.
Did have a little crowd. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't pipe in any noise, thankfully. I was happy about that.
All right, I got it.
It's kind of tough listening to. I was listening to Raw and SmackDown. I watched it on Hulu, but it's tough listening to that arena, like the piped in noise or whatever it was.
Okay. Any reason that it was like
it's kind of just sounds kind of I don't know. It's
fair
off.
enough.
Yeah, I don't know. At least with the camera. Okay, here we go. Okay. So we had Slice Boogie defeating Crimson, Jax, Dane, and Jordan Clearwater. It was a 4-way match. It was a good match. It was a good opener. There was nothing where, you're going to watch it and say, man, match of the night. But it was good. It served its purpose. Just get you kind of excited, get you started. It was a little more similar to like maybe an AEW style. But it was good. It was good. And then Tyrus defeated Kratos.
Okay.
Look these two up.
I know Tyrus because Brodus, Clay, obviously.
Yeah.
Kratos, I don't know. I'll have to check him out.
They're huge.
Oh yeah, big boys.
They're huge. I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at him, these two, and I'm like, whoa. Like, it reminds me of, like, you know, just the 80s and 90s, you know, with these giant, massive monsters coming in. Yeah. But unbelievable. If you get a chance, look those two up.
I'm looking at
I know you know
looking at Kratos
yeah,
right now.
but...
Yeah. Oof.
yeah. Huge. What's his height? Does it say what he is? I know one's like 6'8" or something.
He's 6'2".
Like
6'2", 286.
Oh, he's only 6'2"? Wow. Okay. And then here's
nice.
the next one. So
Elijah Burke's still doing stuff. Okay, good for him.
Yeah. So we got the Pope, Elijah Burke versus Tom.
Is he still running the Pope character? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And here's Bram.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was mixing it up earlier. Jackson Riker was not Bram. This is Bram. Okay. Who the fuck was Jackson Riker? Hold on. We gotta look that up now.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting some bullshit TV actor. Hold on. WWE Jackson Riker. Who were you in TNA? You were Gunner. Gunner was his name in TNA. My bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, okay. I'm glad for both of those guys. Burke. I liked Burke. I only saw him a little bit in WWE with around WrestleMania 23 time, and that ECW run. I liked him there. I know he was in TNA for a while, or Impact, doing some commentary after he did his Pope character. So I was like, oh, is he done wrestling? But glad to see that. And then Latimer, I'm glad to see that. He was actually in NXT years ago. I think I told you about my rewatch. He was originally part of the Ascension. And I was like, okay, this is cool. And then he had some troubles, unfortunately, had to go. But good for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. I think that went to a time limit draw. I think it did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me look real quick. Yeah, time limit draw. So then we already talked about Camila defeating Thunder Rosa. You know, we gave our thoughts on that. Trevor Murdoch defeated Chris Adonis.
It's Masterpiece. Okay, all right. Wow, I haven't seen those guys in a while. All right.
That was a good match. It was good. You know, it was funny seeing the contrast and, you know, body styles, and, you know, different, you know. But it was good. It was a good match. You know, I like Trevor. I think he retained. He retained. So, but it was a good match. It was good. You know, again, nothing that you're gonna go home and that's gonna be the match of the night. But it was good. It was good. It served its purpose. You know, the co-main event. And then Nick Aldis faced Aaron Stevens. And mind you, what I forgot to mention at the start of this was that the show was very heavily based around question mark.
Yeah. The pet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was very, you know, from the start, it was like kind of a tribute almost, like throughout the night, you know, over and over again. And it was nice, you know, it really was. But you could tell this main event was heavily based around, you know, the passing of, I forgot his real name. Oh, it's awful. But question mark, you know. And then that went, what'd that go? 21 minutes, and then Nick Aldis defeated Aaron Stevens.
Nice.
You knew it was going to happen. You know, I would have been shocked if Aaron Stevens won, because it just wouldn't have made any sense. But it was really, you know, it was a good match. It really was, and you could tell Aaron Stevens worked his heart out, and you know they put on a pretty competitive, you know, show. But yeah, and it finished off strong. You know,
good.
It was a good thing. You know, the fans would have went home happy that night. You know, with that main event. And then they all came in the ring at the end of the night, and then, you know, kind of, you know, had like I don't know if it was like a moment of silence or whatever, but they, you know, kind of paid their respects. You know, I think they did the 10 bell salute for question marks.
Good.
So, but it was a nice show. It was a nice show.
Okay.
About 2 hours, not too long.
So, do you think this is a good kickstart back into the NWA brand? I know they're relaunching essentially on Fight TV and not YouTube now.
Yeah. It's good. It's good they have a partner, in Fight
Mhm.
TV who wants to work with them and build them, help build them. Um, I'm not a huge fan of Power
Okay.
having to be
Oh.
charged. It was like $4.99 a month or whatever. I'm not a huge proponent of
Mhm.
that, but I get it. It's hang on a
Yeah.
second. Cat
Oh.
scratching, trying to grab the wire. I'm like, hey,
Gotcha.
buddy. Uh, um, I think when you're building, I think charging people right off the bat. I realize they have to cover costs
Mhm.
and stuff, but right now, just especially since they've been gone a year, it's kind of tough to just come back. Hey, come,
Right.
buy our product for $4.99 a month. Come on over, and but I get it. I get it. They do have to be soluble
Mhm.
too. So
Yeah, my biggest question mark about that, well, with no pun intended, about that,
no pun intended.
my biggest question about that is like they wiped their YouTube library, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah,
which seems
yeah,
odd to
yeah,
me. I mean, obviously it must be part of the deal with Fight, but like, I don't know. I mean, it was on my to-do list to eventually go back and look into it if we did our project, when we do our project together, like, because I know you and Samantha were big fans of that, so I wanted to kind of get more acquainted with it.
yeah, yeah,
But having
yeah.
that be wiped, like, I'm curious why they needed to do that or wanted to do that, because like once again, like you said, building off the point of like they gotta pay for our thing that we just came back for. You could use that YouTube
Yeah.
platform obviously to show this is our track record. But then also,
Yeah.
like, obviously, AEW is all about social media, and it seems like a lot of companies are
Yeah.
obviously now. And that's an important game, so
Yeah.
why not use the YouTube as a facet to kind of advertise for yourself? Like, even if you're
Yeah.
putting current, not put full current stuff on there, but you could
Yeah.
if you want to do like a network, like how they do with Raw's, like a month later on the network or whatever. But like, you could put
Yeah.
highlights or
Yeah.
something on there. I don't know. It seems like
Yeah.
an odd move to just whoosh, cut that and wipe it all completely. Um,
They could do
mhm.
something, I mean, just anything, even if they put like behind the scenes videos or something, or just like intro videos for like, hey, this is the story of Nick Aldis. This is the story of you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Something just to kind of like a reference, sort of thing. Even, you know, the thing we have to keep in mind too is they don't have the budget.
true.
They have Billy Corgan funding this, and those guys have deep pockets, so it's just
Yeah,
but they could do something.
yeah, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
is there anybody on the roster personally that you're like looking forward to seeing again come back after obviously the break that we've had?
Well, I would have said Rose, except she never
Right.
left. She's she came back bigger. Aldis, I'm happy to see him
Mhm.
back. I'm happy to see Camille back. I like Camille. I don't know what's going on with Melina. I think she just appeared.
She's
So
managing somebody, isn't she?
yeah, she just met with
Oh,
Rosa
okay.
on she cut a promo with her, I
Oh, all
think.
right.
So they just did that. I haven't watched this week's Power for full you know transparency, ladies and
Mm-hmm.
gentlemen. Um, but I we'll see. But yeah, those are the ones I like. Nick Aldis, Camille. I like Latimer. I know he's had some issues, but I
Mm-hmm.
like him. You know, just got a good look to him, good style. Um, I would have said Ricky
Right.
Starks. I would have said Eddie Kingston. I would have said all these guys. I don't know what's going on with Homicide. I don't know if he's sticking around, if he's done. I haven't
On the
seen him since.
Wikipedia page, it says he's a producer. I don't know how up to
Oh
date
yeah,
this is,
okay,
but yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'd be curious what your thoughts are too on commentary. I like Tim Storm.
Did they
I think it was
change up the
Tim
commentary team
Storm.
or no?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's gone through different
Hmm.
incarnations. They had it was Joe Galley, Cornette, and who was the third one? I forgot the third person when it first
Hmm.
started, and then it kind of moved on, and then Cornette left, and then what's his face? Stu Bennett.
Mm-hmm. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but now he's in NXT, so that's pretty much yeah, exactly. So they're kind of playing around with it. They just had oh gosh, what's her
Velvet
name?
Sky. Or Taryn Terrell.
Which
Velvet
one?
Sky or Taryn?
Yeah. Oh, they just had her on commentary.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Taryn.
No, it was interesting. I think it was during the women's match.
Okay.
The Camille and Thunder. It was just. I recall she was a decent wrestler, right? Am I?
She was GM at ECW for like a hot second. I know she was in TNA. I don't think I watched at that time. I don't know, but I know she's also had issues.
Yeah. But the commentary was a bit rough. Yeah, it was a bit rough. It was a bit rough for me, Doug.
Yeah, looking through this roster, it's not that big of a roster, at least. I mean, once again, if this page is to be believed. It's going to be interesting to see where they go from here. I'm glad to see Darren Young's doing something. I know he's working in New Japan also, but glad to see he's there.
Yeah.
Fred Rosser, there's a lot of other guys here I don't recognize, but yeah, hopefully it just continues to grow. Obviously, it's can't go anywhere but up from here, I guess. But glad to see it's back. Yeah. Hopefully, get some traction there, and if the partnership, obviously between AEW and them continues, obviously Serena Deeb's over there and signed with AEW, and then like we talked about, Rose has kind of been working there. We don't know contract wise how that's going to go in the future, but hopefully they can keep that relationship going. And it seems like they've had it for a while too, even with OG all in, Aldis and Rhodes going out and stuff like that. So that'd be probably their best move, to use AEW platform to kind of help boost them also.
Yeah. What do you think we'll ever see a Cody Aldis 3?
I don't know. I don't see why not. I've only seen the All In one. But yeah, I don't see why not, especially if we're doing this open door, a relationship thing with people, then I don't know.
Yeah. You'd
have to figure out a story there. I think they're both faces, not that they weren't both faces in the past, so maybe that just deters from what I was going with. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, no. Aldis is in theory.
Okay. Interesting.
In theory, yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't know. Rose got a lot going on right now, so I don't know if he's got necessarily the time.
Oh, boy, does she? Does she ever? Oh, man.
So,
what do you think of that unsanctioned match?
I haven't watched it yet, but from seeing what, like, highlights and stuff, man, that was good. Good on them.
Yeah. Get a chance. If you get a chance, I know you're busy, but try to watch it. It's a good one. Yeah, I think it's on YouTube. I could be wrong, but
if not, I'll have to check the cable and just kind of do the rerun there or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. Any closing thoughts on NWA and where you hope they go from here, I guess?
I hope they go up. I just hope they work together with the, companies that have the tools necessary to succeed, and, but they don't lose their individuality, at the same time, what makes them special, it'll be interesting to see who shows up, and who goes other places, and, will Kenny Omega show up after, assuming he beats Rich Swann?
Well, it's title for title, so I think that's kind of foregone conclusion, if I'm being honest. Sorry, Swann, but...
Totally. Agreed. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But then does he show up on NWA Power? And I want your belt, with the belt with all the history, the belt Flair and Dusty held, or, does he go to Japan? It'll be interesting, but NWA, it's going to be interesting, it's going to be interesting. The word of the night is interesting.
And it will be.
Yep.
Well, everybody, this has been another episode of the Wait What Are We Talking About podcast. My name is Bret, aka Enigma 911, and today I was joined by Steve, aka Supermander 27. Steve, thanks for hopping on. Once again, I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
It was a good conversation, especially last minute, but always good to talk wrestling with you, and
all good.
A lot of back and forth, which is good. If you guys want to catch the podcast live, you can go over to twitch.tv/Enigma911 every other Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we talk with you guys in the chat. If you're subs, chat along with us and join in on the conversation. We'd love to have you. If you can't catch it live, it's put over on YouTube and SoundCloud the following week, where it's broken out topic by topic and put as one big video in MP3 the following Friday. And last but not least, #ad merch store. You can get all of your swag over there: t-shirts, cups, backpacks, and more. Rep the brand, support us. It would be greatly appreciated. Steve, thank you for joining the podcast once again. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Viewers, listeners, watchers, whoever you are, thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.